video is going to show you how to set up your Beetle Bits cutting system. It starts with putting down a set of interlocking waffle grids. You may use 2, 4, or 6 depending on how big the glass you're going to be cutting is. You would determine how many you would like to use. For demonstration purposes, we've set it up on 6 waffle grids. First thing that is going to go down in the system is your compass. The compass will be used later when we start to talk about angle cuts, and you'll see what a valuable tool this is. The next thing to go down is your ruler. Your ruler can be positioned anywhere on the waffle grid. I like to set mine up so that the 0 mark kind of lines up close to the inside of this compass for now. This can be adjusted later once we get everything else in place. At this end of the system, you're going to notice 2 cups, one empty and one with a black felt. The one with black felt is intended to be an oil cup. You fill it with a little bit of your cutting oil. You may dip your cutter head in it. The other cup is empty. These are both used to stabilize the bar, the ruler bar, as best it can. Now, the next thing we're going to put down is the actual bar itself. This is an important part of this system. It has a adjustable unit at this end. It also has one at this end. You'll notice the one at this end has 2 arrows on it. That's because it wants to line up on the compass itself. So this snaps into place and this snaps into place. At this point, we can begin to see where our ruler may or may not need to be. I'm going to actually slide this over here. There we go. I still have some flexibility in moving my ruler around. This is locked into place. Some of the other components that come with the system are a series of glass stops. These are important. We'll demonstrate these in a little while. Acts as an opportunity to stop the glass, so if you're doing repeated large cuts, you can slide the glass under. When it hits the stop, do your score, and you're done. It also comes with a series of angle arms. These arms we're going to be used later when we demonstrate how to do some angle cuts. The last part of this system is the flying beetle. The flying beetle is a separate unit that is used for cutting the glass. It actually has a cutting head built into this device, and basically the system is built on the idea it's like a paper cutter. So you're just going to slide down the bar and slice your glass. There is a small Allen wrench here embedded on the side. This is used to lower and raise a small screw that is in this system here. This allows you to adjust the cutting head so that when it is depressed, it is going to touch the glass, but as you come off the glass, it won't scar up or mar up your ruler. So you may have to do a little bit of adjusting with that. But now that our system is set up, let's show you how to cut some glass. The first series of cuts that we're going to make with our Beetle Bits system are some simple strips and squares. Very basic, but you'll see how easy it is when using this system. The first thing that you want to do is take a look at where your flying beetle is coming down and where it is positioned on the ruler. There is a small set of yellow arrows on the guide. That tells you where the score line will be at. So what we'll do is we're going to take our yellow pointer, line it up with the 0 mark on the ruler. Using the thumb screw, we're going to tighten this down. Now we're ready to make some cuts. I'm going to slide my glass underneath the cutting head, and I'm going to run it out so that the outside of the glass lines up with the 1-inch mark on the ruler. By simply taking my cutter head and depressing, you can see it will score very nicely and very easily. Now, if I'm ready to do a second one, I'm going to roll the glass out to the 2-inch mark. And I'll continue to do this until I get the number of strips that I would like to have cut. And we'll, very simple to do some very basic straight line cuts. Now, let's break this off. Let's say I now wanted to take this series of strips and make them into squares. I'm going to turn the glass over and going in with a different angle. I'm going to go back to the 1-inch mark, place my score line, go to the 2, and so forth. Continue this till you have the number of desired squares cut. Now by simply breaking these off, you can see just how easy doing some simple squares and strips are with this system.